You've been arrested for aggravated assault. We owe you a phone call to your lawyer. Are you listening to me? You've been arrested. You're being charged. Now, if you want to...
Dick, can you come down to the front desk for a minute?
Rafe, can't you see I'm busy here?
Yeah, I understand that, but there's some people that...
You're a big boy, Rafe. Can't you handle them?
No.
Jake, keep an eye on this monkey for a minute, will you?
Gonna love this.
Better hope so. What's going on here? Who are these people? What they doing in my station? Hey, turn that thing off. You people got no business in here.
They're from Japan. They're here to do a film or something. I couldn't get any more out of them.
Yeah? Anybody speak English around here?
I do, officer.
Great. You want to tell me what this is all about? Who sent you?
We have come from Japan to do a show about your country.
Well, I don't know how things work in your country, but over here, you ask permission before you start filming. Savvy? What's this?
こいつら俺たちを素人だと思ってやがるな。
Yeah, okay, this is from the chief. Now, maybe he's happy with what you're doing, but I want you to explain it to me.
Yes, officer.
That's Detective Hargrove. This better be good.
We are doing a story about one of the most famous men in your country.
Oh, that's wonderful. Anyone I know? And if so, what's he doing here?
As you probably know, we are fascinated by your country. We love your westerns. We love your television commercials. We love your baseball.
Take a look outside, pal. It says police station, not TV.
That is why we are here, Detective. Beyond all these other subjects, we in Japan love your crime stories.
If this is one of those cop bashing exposés...
No, Detective, no, not at all. We programmed our computer to find one man. The one man who best fits the description we have seen and read from your country.
I still don't get it.
We are looking for the toughest crime fighter in the West. You must know this man, T.S. Tanner.
Come on. Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe, hit harder. Stop pounding. Come on, get serious. Get serious, come on. Come on, I'm Marvin hit out in there. Come on. Whoa. What time is it?
What, you got a date?
I got an interview this afternoon.
Is that today?
Yeah, 2 o'clock. They're supposed to meet me at the police station.
What's the matter with this place?
I told you they want to interview a big-time private eye.
So why didn't you do it here?
They want background and color and stuff.
This place isn't colorful enough for you?
Maybe Decker should consider a new coat of paint.
Well, maybe if you considered paying rent, you'd consider a new coat of paint, Mr. Big-Time Private Eye.
Maybe I'll consider that.
T.S.?
Mimi.
I hate to bother you, but do you have some time for Edward and me?
Of course. Come in my office. See you later, John.
ちゃんと見といてくれ。
Miss Taylor, I'd like to talk to you.
I wanted to talk to you too, Detective.
How nice that we finally have something in common.
Sign this, you could win big.
What's going on?
That was my question.
Oh, I'm here to see a client of mine.
Hold it, lady. You're not getting off that easy. What's the story on these guys?
What are you asking me for?
They're here to see Turner.
Tanner? Has Tanner arrived?
No, he hasn't. But I might just have the next best thing for you.
Hold it, Detective. I'm here to see a man you arrested for assault today. I've been appointed his attorney. Whatever this has to do with T.S., that's his business.
Is Tanner always this late?
Turner is Turner. If he said he'll be here, he'll be here. Eventually.
What about my client?
Once more, and your prize is in the mail.
I tell you what, Counselor. You keep these guys out of trouble, and I'll find them for you. Deal?
Thank you.
Detective? I'm not a babysitter. I've got work to do.
So do I.
So, you know T.S. Tanner?
Yes, I guess you could say I do. So, Have you guys seen the computer operations room?
No, but
Oh, you really shouldn't miss it.
That's real good, Edward. You're a regular Picasso. You keep on coloring while your mother and I finish talking, okay?
If you could have seen him with Edward, I just could never guess how something like this could happen.
How long have Edward Dad been missing?
Over 24 hours. It's just not like him, T.S. When Howard was fired, something just kind of snapped inside of him.
Did he say why they let him go?
They said he was stealing from the company.
Do they have any proof of that?
Howard is an honest, proud man. He's been working for that company ever since Edward was born. That job means everything to him, T.S.
It's beautiful, Edward. Real nice.
Thank you, Mr. Turner. If I gave you this, will you help Mommy find my dad?
Of course, little buddy. Of course.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you guys understand more about that stuff than I do.
Miss Taylor, we must find T.S. Tanner and conduct our interview.
Yeah, right.
Would you be so kind as to show us the telephone to find out what's delaying him?
Miss Taylor?
Detective Hargrove can probably help you with that.
They haven't had enough yet, have they?
They'd like to find a telephone to contact T.S. I told Maury you'd be happy to help them.
Why, thank you, Miss Taylor. What would you like me to do with your client?
A quiet interrogation room would be nice.
Hope you have better luck than I did.
Same to you, Detective.
He's being arraigned in an hour.
What about the ID?
We're doing the best we can. The telephone, right?
If this is your first offense, I probably can get you off with a slap on the wrist.
I don't want to get into this.
Listen, buddy, I don't like losing cases, but I really don't like seeing people go to jail when they don't have to. Talk to me.
No.
と釣ることもできません。この人の他にインタビューする人がいません。We cannot waste any more time waiting for Mr. Tanner. We must push ahead with our production.
Good. I'll call you a cab. If I had a free car, but...
Detective, we've decided it would be most productive to get additional material for our story.
Additional material?
We would be most thankful for an interview about T.S. Tanner, the greatest crime fighter in the West.
Hey, is that thing running?
Hey. He's been described as tougher than shoe leather left out in the rain. More cunning than an alley cat looking for his dinner. T.S. Tanner, the greatest crime fighter in the West.
Wait a minute. Are you sure you've got the right T.S. Turner?
You should know, Detective. You are his friend. He is your mentor.
Hold it right there. Let's get this straight. Turner is a business acquaintance. If he's taught me anything, it's how to duck and dodge. Oh, he's an okay guy, all right, but mentor,
Okay, Detective. Take two. I'm sure the greatest crime fighter in the West must have many women pursuing him. But is there someone special? The woman who has won his heart?
Come to think of it, yes, there is.
Blonde and tall, I bet. Sleek and stylish, with a taste for foreign food.
Well, actually, she's not that tall. She's kind of round. And she loves gospel music and Southern fried chicken. Her name's Aunt Martha. Turner lives at her house.
Take four! How would you describe T.S. Tanner?
Turner? The best thing I could say about T.S., I guess, is that Well, he cares about people. He doesn't like to see people hurt or cheated. Guess I kind of like the guy. Don't tell him I said that. Hey, turn that thing off. Will you? Erase that, will you?
Cut!
Yeah, that's right. Howard Clark, you seen him? Well, if you come by, you keep him there and give me a call.
Thought you had an appointment at 2 o'clock.
There's some things more important, Joe, than getting your face on TV. Ernie, Turner here. Guy named Howard Clark. You seen him? Do you know where he went? Look here, if he come by, you keep him there, all right?
Any word from Mr. Tanner?
I'm sorry, I haven't heard from him yet.
Miss Taylor?
Detective, I need everything you've got on my client. He won't even tell me his name.
What makes you think we did any better?
Who is this guy?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Perhaps you could tell us where we could find Mr. Tanner.
Look, whatever arrangements you made with TS, that's his business. I'm just his partner, not his...
You're his partner?
I think you just put your foot in it, counselor.
Since your partner is still delayed, we would like to do an interview with you if it's no trouble.
Look, it is big trouble. I have this client out there who stands to do time.
Perhaps I can be of service here. While you're doing your honorable interview, I'll see if I can dig up something on your client. Excuse me.
Detective.
Yes, Miss Taylor. What can I do for you?
Could you phone the gym and find TS, please?
Sure, Miss Taylor. Sure.
Like detectives of some of the best Western crime fiction, T.S. Turner has a beautiful female assistant.
Hold it! I'm not TS's assistant. I'm his partner. We share an office together. TS does the investigating and I do the legal work. You got it?
Yes, we got it. Take two. As the hard-drinking crime fighter goes out into the streets to do
TS
battle.
doesn't drink.
Pardon?
I said TS doesn't drink. Well, not unless you count soda pop and lemonade.
Take three. We have read that T.S. Turner's cases take him all over the country.
County. Metro, county. TS doesn't like to travel very much. He hates airplanes, and he'd rather stand in front of a train than travel on one. No, his cases keep him around here pretty much.
Solving murders and bodyguarding the rich and famous from the nefarious forces of organized crime?
Sometimes. But mostly he makes telephone calls and, you know, follows people around.
Thank you, Mr. Cut!
Hargrove called. I told him you were out.
Yeah. What do you mean Howard never robbed you? Mr. Late, the dude is going off on a deep end because you fired him. Yeah, well, I know that. Well, sorry didn't cut it. If he was set up, then he don't know it. All the dude heard is that you fired him and now he's gone. Yeah, oh. Well, I think you ought to do the raise. That'll do for starters. Yeah, thanks. Joe! Joe!
I'm coming. Stop shouting. Did you hear what I said before?
You see my keys?
Here.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. Say, what about your interview?
If I find Howard within 24 hours, his boss will give him back his job with the raise.
Well, what if Hargrove calls back?
Tell him I might see him later.
The computer said that Turner was the personification of the great detective shows you sent us.
Yeah, well, that's TV for you.
Now I find he's no more than a security guard.
Hey, don't let TS hear you say that.
But it's true. No gun, no drinking.
Have you seen Detective Hargrove?
Hargrove. The name's familiar. Excuse me.
Oh, there he is. Excuse me.
No women, no stories about the great Western crime fighter. It's all a joke.
Yo. Think so, pal? tell you stories about that guy, woo, make your hair curly.
やっとなんとか。クリ、カメラをこっちだ。In a world where hardened criminals rule, there is only one man who has the courage to stop them. T.S. Tana.
You want me to talk now?
Tell us about Tana.
See, Turner and me had our first run-in, oh so bad, 3 years ago. I was running cars, right? I mean, hot cars. We're not just talking any old junk on the street, man. We're talking Jags, we're talking Ferraris, we're talking Lambos, the occasional Beamer. Well, anyways, I had a place, oh, baby, that you would not believe. Woo! What a crib. So let me get all the rest of my story, right? One day, I'm popping this Benz on contract when I seen that somebody is following me. Somebody is on my tail. Ha! Man, I put the pedal to the metal. And I mean, we were smoking too.
And it was Tana.
Hey, of course it was Turner, man. Who else would try and pop the king of Hot Wheels?
Please, continue.
Okay, I'm getting all the rest of my story. Okay, settle down, man, settle down. So, man, we was all over town, right? I jumped the curb, almost killing an old lady and the kid. Into the veggie stand. Back out on the road again. Turner is right behind me, right? So slice right down the alley. Ooh, backside, both sides of the car, going back and forth, man.
Please.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, anyways, Turner is still chasing me, right? Out the other side, under the bridge, and all of a sudden, right in front of me is this huge, big transport tractor trailer across the middle of the road.
Great!
So I slammed on my brakes. And lucky enough, the Turner did the same thing, right? So the next thing I know, this little blonde greaser is getting out of his car.
Wait, Mr. Jimmy. Mr. Tana is a large black person.
He is? A large black person? Must have had the wrong Turner. Cut!
I want another shot at him, Detective.
Okay, you got 10 minutes. Well, if it isn't T.S. Turner, the toughest crime fighter in the West. His lawyer wants another 10 minutes in interrogation.
Don't think I'll change my mind.
Mr. Tana? Mr. Tana! At last we can do an interview about the greatest crime fighter in the West. Can you please tell us about
He's
crime?
going for the gun.
Get down! Nobody shoot!
Drop the gun.
You drop it. Drop the gun if somebody gets it. I mean it, drop the gun! Turn that thing off!
何でもいいけど、カットするなよ。カットか。
You hold it right there, big boy.
Name's not Big Boy. Name is T.S. Turner. What's yours?
What do you care?
I don't want to see nobody get hurt in here, including you. Tell me your name.
I don't have a name anymore. I don't have anything.
Be cool, man, be cool.
You'll be cool.
Tell me your name.
Turner. It's Howard Clark. He's satisfied.
Hargrove, I know this man.
That's great. So get him to put the gun.
No! No way!
Your wife Mimi is a friend of mine from way back. She came to see me when you disappeared.
You're lying. You read that somewhere.
No, I didn't, brother. I know your boss' name. His name is Mr. Lake. I talked to him also. He found the guys who robbed him and set you up. You clear, brother?
Not after what I've done.
Believe me, Mimi and Edward loves you. So come on, give me the gun, please.
I'm going to jail for this.
Howard, I'll do everything I can. But now you've got to do something. Please, give T.S. the gun.
Stay where you are.
It's okay. Mimi and Edward need you.
A man faces the law, but with the skill of his lawyer and an understanding judge, he may soon be returned to the family he loves. Tighter, Cody. Tighter.
Ready when you are.
I'm sorry, Mr. Turner. You're blocking our shot.
What about the toughest crime fighter in the West?
Based on the footage we've got, we've decided to do another story instead.
What?
I'm sorry, Mr. Turner, but you are, as we say in the business, cut.
Oh.